Okay, Renaissance workshops outside the cabin. About the fourth or fifth day, I lose track of the isolation, COVID, self-isolating for a week here, and I'm just going to do a video about convalescing. And boy, am I irritable at the moment. So hopefully the charger is working. It's at 1% charge. Hopefully you can see some of my props, some of the things I've been using, and some of the book I've been reading. So here we have reading. Nietzsche talked about convalescing and being the convalescent quite a lot. He talked about long, slow, green wood burning, as it were, at the stake in the suffering, self-imposed or otherwise. And talked a lot about the world nausea type thing, and nausea at the little man, the petty little man that bites and niggles and gradually wears away the noble person, and so on and so forth. But in the end, we have of the higher man near the end of Thus Spake Zarathustra. And I love this part where it talks about what you do as a convalescent, what you can do, especially if one is someone who suffered from disappointment at the smallness of humanity and the small-mindedness of the people that surround them. So the higher its type, the less often does a thing succeed. You higher men here, are you not all failures? Be of good courage. What does it matter? How much is still possible? Learn to laugh at yourselves as a man ought to laugh. And no wonder you've failed and half succeeded, you half-broken men. Does there not strive and struggle in you mankind's future? Mankind's most distant, most profound questions, his reaching to the furthest stars. His prodigious power, does not all that foam together in your pot? No wonder many a pot is shattered. Learn to laugh at yourselves as a man ought to laugh. You higher men, oh, how much is still possible. And truly, how much has already succeeded. Now this is balm to the convalescent soul, to actually just dwell on that which is good and complete, no matter how small and imperfect. Overall, it might seem it's actually perfect in itself. How rich this earth is in good little perfect things, in well constituted things, and a non-cling mandarin is one of those perfect little things. I've already eaten it, so that prop is sort of a bit washed out, but the idea of a perfect little thing like a mandarin that's easy to peel, and also bubbly water which has got no sugar in it, which is pretty healthy. So he says how rich this earth is in good little perfect things, in well constituted things. Set good little perfect things around you, and a good little anvil is quite a perfect thing, and a good ball peen hammer, and a good book that's well thumbed, that is sort of your go-to book when you want to just read something that you approve of, that you like, that you find comforting in some way, as I find That Hideous Strength, which is an odd one, but I realize it's a morality tale, good versus evil, and there's very little in between. None of that small-minded, petty, not good, not bad. It's all about devils and people who are standing up against those devils. And that's very relevant to today's environment, where as far as I'm concerned, the true West, the true civilization that we should be guardians of, is in grave danger. It's being undermined from within. So So set good little perfect things around you, you higher men, things whose golden ripeness heals the heart. Perfect things teach hope. So that is from Nietzsche. But I'll just add, this morning I was thinking, don't waste your convalescence. When you've been sick, even when you are getting sick, and you think, oh my gosh, I'm coming down with a flu or something, you know you haven't got much energy to spare. So this is a perfect opportunity to filter out everything that seems burdensome to you, and the things that you can tolerate to think about are probably the things that are nearest and dearest to you in your innermost heart of hearts, in the highest and most sacred inner circle of your sacred mountains. Those things that you can bear to think of when you're sick, things that you can contemplate doing as soon as you get well enough. Those are probably the things that you should be focusing on when you're well, and not just give so much of your energy away to other things that you can tolerate when you're feeling when you're feeling normal and you've got high energy. Why are you giving away so much of your energy to those multitudes of things? It's very much like the flies of the marketplace, sucking out the life energy from the higher man. So there we are. Very elitist, if you like. Definitely, I'm in favour of nobility and being as noble as you can. Become noble. One of Zarathustra's new law tables. Become noble. Don't be proud to be one of the herd. Be proud to be someone who's seeking to be the best that they can, for their own sake, for its own sake, and not just to be playing it safe and being afraid of looking bad, looking silly, looking to be the odd one out, looking to be a big head, as they say in New Zealand, smarty pants. No, strive for excellence, strive